The official Help Wanted 2 Steam page has just dropped online and it looks insane. There are all new screenshots, not to mention the About Game section tells us so much more than we realized this game was going to be about. This game is fixing to be one of the greatest releases by steelwool of all time, and it looks a lot of fun. So today's video is going to be all about covering the newest Steam page as well as some of the screenshots that steelwool released on their Twitter account. So if that sounds good to you, grab some popcorn and a drink, buckle up, and let's go ahead and dive in. So for starters, when you head over to the Steam page, you'll notice not only the trailer that's already been there, but of course the newest screenshots. These screenshots made me so excited to go ahead and jump into the game. And we'll go ahead and start off with this one right here with the giant DJ Music Man. You'll notice that it says round 1 of 3, and there's a series of switches in a DJ music board. My guess here is that this minigame is all about putting a party playlist for the Mega Pizzaplex. And if our mentor or our supervisor DJ Music Man doesn't like what he hears, well, he might just kill us. This minigame will probably be a mix of instructions that are going to be vocal and us having to put those instructions together with our hands. Obviously, this game is only in VR. So whether that means hitting replay switches or synth switches, that is going to be the name of the game. However, moving on to the next screenshot, this one is really interesting. You'll notice that you see Lefty here coming out of a prize corner or even a foxy-like curtain. Now, it could just be the lighting, but I will say Lefty's exterior looks a bit different. It has a brownish tint to it, not to mention the blue on the cheeks. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this video is PG. I'm talking about the cheeks on his face. You'll notice as well that there looks to be a target on these stars to his left. Now, this could be a minigame where we have to shoot out the star targets, and if we get them wrong or hit the wrong target, maybe Lefty will attack us. However, that brings us to our next minigame or screenshot. In this screenshot, you'll see our good old friend Helpy, not to mention the creepy scrap baby coming from what I think is a vent. Now, notice here, this looks very similar to the Helpy version that we saw in the trailer, where we have to do some type of maintenance on him and maybe get a reward with that candy box that Carl seems to have stored. In the trailer, this looked like a pretty innocent minigame. Of course, we had Helpy, and security. How scary could Helpy really be? I mean, he's not even buff in this case. However, it looks like this is going to take a dark turn. I don't know if Scrap Baby will be attacking us as we're helping Helpy, or if she's just there to attack if we do something wrong. Either way, it couldn't be a Help Wanted game without the fact that there has to be some type of cheap little jump scare to really get us on edge. But moving on to the Roxanne Wolf. Now, we've seen this in the trailer and it's pretty self-explanatory. In this case, we're going to be doing Roxanne Wolf's makeup. The comments and not to mention the About the Game section also give us a real inside look at what this means. But for the most part, you can see there on the monitor, it looks like we're going to be doing different versions of Roxanne's Wolf, preparing her for her big show performance. This looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and who knows, maybe Roxanne won't attack us after all. I believe we are going to be playing as Cassie's father. I've mentioned that in other versions of my videos, and make sure you check out the one at the end of this video if you want some more confirmation. However, look at that. She's putting up a nice little heart sign, and she looks innocent enough as we do her makeup. But, like I said before, every Help Wanted that we've seen, minigame at least, that we've seen in the past, always ends with a jump scare if you do something wrong. Then again, there has to be some consequences for failing. Also, if you look closely on the monitor, it looks like there is 5 tries in total that you can get wrong or right. And if you don't do that, then, well, you know what's going to happen. So now let's go ahead and move over to the About This Game section, where you'll see Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2 is the sequel, obviously, to the terrifying VR experience brought to new life in the iconic horror franchise. As a brand new Fazbear employee, you'll have to prove you have what it takes to excel in all aspects of pizzeria management and maintenance. So, with that being said, we're going to be doing all kinds of different tasks around the Pizzaplex. We're not just hired as some type of janitor or even a technician. No, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing a lot. And you'll see if you go backstage as a VIP to help Roxanne Wolf and the staff bots get ready for their performance in the Pizzaplex salon. Head into the Fazcade and enjoy classic games like Bonk, Phaser Blast, and see if you can get all the top high scores. So I'm assuming that obviously we'll have some free time on the job. Looks like we're going to be spending a lot of time at the Pizzaplex, so in the meantime, in between time, we'll be doing Fazcade games such as Bonk and obviously the Phaser Blast, but I don't think they're going to contribute to the actual storyline. Continuing on though, it says take care of things behind the scenes in the staff-only section of the pizzeria. Deliver first aid to the patients who aren't quite feeling themselves, and to help animatronics perform routine diagnostics and maintenance. Now, what's interesting about this is the who aren't quite feeling themselves part. Now, we know a certain individual that sometimes doesn't feel himself, and that is Glamrock Freddy. Now, we've already seen a very, very creepy version of Glamrock Freddy in the trailer, so does this mean that this is where he's going to come into play? One thing's for sure, I'm definitely excited to find out. And as we continue, it says our food prep course will help you get to federally mandated amount of value preparing food in the Pizzaplex. Experience all the joys of high-speed food service and get ready to feed some hungry bots. Interesting. So, like I said, we're not just a technician, we're not just a janitor, but we're also going to be doing food prep and, of course, pizzeria first aid. And as I previously stated, it looks like we're going to be heading over to the ticket booth to check out some of the e-ticket attractions, including Captain Foxy's Cowboy Adventure and the lighthearted log ride. You'll float through the Old West as a gunslinger in search of booty. Hopefully, in this case, we get some information as to what exactly happened to Foxy and why we don't see him in Security Breach Ruin or Security Breach's main game other than a couple logs and, of course, his posters. However, finally, if you're short on dread, dive into the world of our sister location. These special minigames are VR versions of classic experiences from Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. These fan favorites brought to life promise to be as fun as they are terrifying. So what are you waiting for, ladies and gentlemen? Go ahead and grab your applicant and join the new Fnaf Help Wanted 2 horrors. Now, one thing I wanted to touch on briefly before ending this video is, of course, these two new screenshots that steelwool released. Obviously, I was out on vacation, and now I came back a little bit sick, but I do want to cover these. So, we've got the Mystic Hippo, peer into your future. So, Mr. Hippo, or maybe this is a Mrs. Hippo, I don't really understand what's going on here, but it looks like this could be a part of the minigame. Now, we do know that some of these are going to be similar to like a carnival ride, and what's a carnival without a Mystic Hippo? The next one is Shoot for the Stars Phaser Blast. So it looks like we are going to be doing the target practice, and this just looks like I would say maybe just a teaser poster that maybe a lot of amusement parks have around. Overall though, I will say that this game is going to be absolutely amazing and I can't wait to play it. And if you want to check it out, make sure you hit that subscribe button to my channel right now. And look at this, guys, we even have a planned release date, which we already had an idea, is December 14th, 2023, exactly 1 week from today. So grab your popcorn and a drink, like I always say, and buckle up because we are looking forward to the new Help Wanted 2. Anyways, guys, thanks again for all the love and support. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see some more Help Wanted coverage, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and of course, I will see you in the next one. Till then, peace out!